eh, eh, eh. I don't know. I get asked this question all the time, whether it be from my family, whether it be from my friends, whether it be from the passengers I get in my car. They always seem to ask me, why don't you drive for Uber as well? And honestly, guys, the answer is I'm fucking banned, okay? I'm bad. It's not something I'm proud of. This question, like, I hate this question because everybody asks it and everybody knows that you can make a lot more money driving for both, and I only drive for one, so everybody's always wondering, why don't you drive for both? I'm not proud. Let me first of all say I'm not proud. I don't think it's funny. I mean, it's kind of funny now. No, it's not funny. It's like really embarrassing. I'm not proud of it. Uh, you know, it's something that I wish didn't happen because I don't really like telling the story and I don't condone what happened in it, okay? But since people do ask me, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there and for my own memories too, because this YouTube video is technically for my own memories. Okay, so this all happened. Actually, you know what? This happened last summer. I'm currently not banned anymore. I just haven't went to go see if I can drive for them yet because I've just been so used to doing Lyft. I was only banned for a couple of months. I think about 4 to 6 months I was banned from Uber. I could not ride with them and I could not drive for them. This all happened back last year in the summer. Me and a couple of my friends decided we were gonna go to a bar. Now, we were also gonna meet another group of friends there, and when I got there, there was this girl with the other group of friends that we met up that we never liked each other. We would always bump heads all the time. She was just so mean. Like, this girl was like the type of girl that would like blurt stuff out to like embarrass you and like just say rude things. And I was kind of like, I don't really know how to react to that, so I would never say anything. I'm also the type of person that like, I don't say anything because I feel like karma's gonna get you later, and I feel like karma's gonna let me do that for itself. So I just would never say anything, but I would get very, very mad. So we go into the bar and this girl's there. No surprise because she does hang out with that group of friends. But we're there for one of my friends. I think she had graduated or she did something. She got a new job. That's why we went to go celebrate it. Okay, try not to fight, try not to argue. And I was like, yeah, we're cool. I guess this girl's boyfriend ends up going there and they start fighting. I don't really know what happens. I wasn't really around the girl. However, fast forward to when we're leaving the bar. It's around 2:30 a.m. I called the Uber. This girl ends up in my Uber. I don't know how. And this girl's crying. And she's crying and she's arguing with my friends too. My friends are trying to calm her down, but she's not calming down. I don't pay attention to what's happening because this girl's always drama, so I just don't even want any part of it. I'm talking to my boo. Um, and then they're arguing still. They're just arguing back and forth. And this girl gets up and she looks, one of my very, very, very close friends is all the way in the back. And she looks at her and she starts arguing with her. And she's like, you're the reason me and her boyfriend, whatever, are fighting. Like, F you, like cursing, you're such a bad friend, like you don't even know, blah blah blah. And she's screaming, like she's yelling. The Uber driver kind of like pulls over so she can like cool off, and my friends are like, no, keep going, she's fine, she always does this. Apparently she always does that. Had I known, I would not let her in my damn Uber. So he keeps on going and I'm still talking to him, and I can hear her crying and yelling, and they're like trying to calm her down. I then hear her unbuckle the seatbelt. Okay, I hear her unbuckle the seatbelt, and I see her trying to swing at my friend in the back, like my really close friend. And her friends are trying to hold her down, and meanwhile, the Uber's driving, he pulls over again. Look back there, and they can't not hold her. Like, they can't hold her at all. And they were like, I can't hold her anymore. So I was like, I tell her, hey, like very, very fucking nicely because she's drunk. Like, I don't know what the hell she's gonna do. And I'm like, hey, sit down, come on, like we're almost home, come on, let's go. She turns around at me and she was like, you need to shut the up. Like, you think that you're so, I could tell she was belligerent drunk at this time because like everything she was saying was not making sense. Like, she was just talking about like nonsense. Like, she was like, you need to shut the fuck up. You're so fucking spoiled. Like, I was like, oh, I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, like, let's just sit down, like, let's just get home because you're scaring our Uber driver, like, and I'm like, okay, keep on going. She chills out. I hear the seatbelt unbuckle again, and mind you, this time we're on the freeway, and I'm still trying to talk to the Uber driver, but I'm like extremely paranoid. In high school, I was a really bad kid, and I've gotten like snuck hit by girls, like they have sneak attacked me. So every time there's someone that I don't like in back of me, or someone like that, I just get scared that like someone's gonna hit me. Like I'm always being aware of what's around me, and I hear the seatbelt like unhook itself, and everyone's quiet. Everyone's kind of like drunk and kind of like this, but I hear it unhook itself, and I was like, oh no, like she's gonna try something right now. So I'm just like sitting there waiting because I knew it was gonna happen. And I hear her like get up from her seat, and I turn around, and as I'm turning around, I see her hand like so slow motion. Like I see her hand reach like this, and I unhooked mine, and I jumped back there, and we were fighting. Like I was not okay with that, but I just, my instincts kicked in, and like I got flashbacks from high school, and like I just jumped back there, and we were fighting. Mind you, this is happening on the freeway. Like my Uber driver was trying to get there as fast as possible because he could tell she was not okay, and so he was going fast when this was happening. And then all these other girls start jumping in. They're trying to separate us, whatever. And like we're just fighting. And she's the whole time we're fighting. He had to pull over, and we're still fighting. He had to get out of the car and separate us. And he had to call an extra Uber for her to get home. I get in the car, and I'm just like, I'm mad. I want to go to my friend's house at this point. Like, we had to call, he called her an extra Uber, okay? I don't even know what happened to her after that. Like, I just remember going home, telling him, like, I'm so sorry. And I could tell, poor thing, I could tell he was so scared because he was like driving like this. Like, I scared my boo. But, I could tell he was just so scared. Next day, I get an email because Uber does not call. They don't really have a number that I know of because I've tried. They don't have a number. You have to email them. So come the next day, I get an email saying that I owe a bunch of money. It was around a couple hundred, maybe 400, because I guess drivers can, like, if you mess up their car, if you do something, they can technically, say, hey, you owe me money. That's basically what he did. So my boo, since I called the Uber, I was the one who got in trouble. So my boo thing got me in trouble. I owed a bunch of money. Not only that, they said you are not allowed to ride with Uber or drive with Uber for this amount of months. It was 4 or 6 months. I don't remember because I was like, shit. I was like, damn, my friends, luckily they all threw money in, so I didn't have to pay by myself because I would have been pissed if I had to pay by myself. And I was just like, damn. At this time, I didn't even know Lyft existed. Like, I would only use Uber. I never even heard of Lyft, honestly. So this sucked because I couldn't call Ubers for myself. So there's been a couple times where, I had to tell my friends, like, hey, can you call an Uber for me? My coworkers, when we would go to the bar, I'd be like, you need to call an Uber for me because I'm not allowed to call an Uber. Like, I couldn't use my card. I couldn't use my name, like anything. They knew it was me, and I couldn't do it. I would have to call my mom at like 2 a.m. Like, Mom, call me an Uber because I can't fucking do it. Like, it was just really, really, really embarrassing. I was lost because I didn't even know Lyft existed, so I didn't even think about, I didn't even try to switch over. But it wasn't until I got this job where my coworker got started driving for Lyft, and she was going out of town as well, so she needed extra money. And she was saying, "Oh, I got a second job. I drive for Lyft." And I was like, "What the hell is that?" And she was like, "Oh, it's like Uber, but it's Lyft." So I was like, oh, no way. Like, I've been, kind of thinking about doing Uber because I know it's on your own time. It's really flexible. And then I was like, so, like, what is Lyft? I didn't even I never rode in Lyft until I started driving for Lyft. So she told me what it was. I signed up, took my car to the inspection, then I was a Lyft driver, and here I am. I haven't even, now I can take Uber. I have to Uber sometimes because I do compare prices when I need to go somewhere. So sometimes one is cheaper than the other. So I do sometimes use Uber, but very rarely because Lyft has my back. And also the Lyft sticker on my car is pink, and I love pink, so I use that. But yeah, so I'm not banned anymore. I have used Uber like once maybe, but just ever since that I got like banned or whatever they want to call it. I don't condone fighting. Me and that girl, we're friends now. She did apologize, so I did respect that. I don't know, man. That's my story. Probably I will start driving with Uber. I don't know. I don't think that I even really have eh, eh, eh. I don't know. Okay, so that was my video. If you like it, you can go ahead and press the thumbs up button so I can go ahead and post more for anybody else, because like I said, this channel was just for myself, so I'm not really like big on the editing and stuff like that. But if people like it, then I will like learn how to do all that crazy stuff. But until then, bye guys, see you guys later.